Hi, I'm James from the East team. Today we are going to talk about creating animations.
To create animations, we first need to add an animation player node. To do so, click on the new node button and select animation player and click on create. Select animation player, come all the way down to the bottom of your screen, click on the animation button. This will allow us to create a new animation. Let's name this animation idle. Type in idle and click on OK. Let's first make the duration of the animation 1.6 seconds by editing the field next to the timer to 1.6. Now we are ready to create our first keyframe. A keyframe can be thought of as a pause in an animation. A typical animation is created with multiple keyframes. To create a keyframe, select Sprite, go to the Inspector tab on the right side of your window. In the Animation tab, in Frame, make sure the frame is set to 0 and click on the key button on the right side to create a new animation frame. When we create the first animation, it's going to ask us to confirm the settings. You can go ahead and click on Create, and this will create the first animation keyframe. To create the next animation frame, change the time next to the animation button to 0.2 seconds. Navigate to the frame in Inspector tab. Make sure the frame is set to 1. Click on the key button to create the second keyframe animation. To create the last keyframe in this animation, go ahead and change the time to 0.4 seconds next to the animation button. Navigate to the Inspector. Make sure the frame is set to 2 and click on the key button. Now we should have a full animation. To make sure that this animation plays in a loop, select the loop animation button. Once the loop animation button is selected, it will appear in a light blue color indicating that it is switched on. To see this animation playing, press on the play button next to the animation button. To create a new animation, click on the animation button and select new. Let's name it swim and click on OK. This is the swim animation, which is faster than the idle animation. So let's go ahead and make the time to be 0.6 seconds. Once we have the time set to 0.6 seconds, let's create the first keyframe. Make sure that the current time is set to 0 next to animation. Select Sprite, navigate to the Inspector, make sure that the frame is set to 0. Click on the key button to create a new keyframe. Now go back to the Animation tab, change time to 0.2 seconds, go to the Inspector tab and in Frame, change it to 1 and click the key button. To create the final keyframe, select the time to 0.4 seconds. So navigate to the Inspector, make sure the frame is set to 2. Click on the key button to create a new keyframe. Click on the loop button to play this animation in a loop. To see this animation playing, click on the play button and now we can see that the character is swimming. Now let's add this character to the world scene and see this character in motion. To do so, open the world scene, click on the Add Instance button and scroll down all the way to find player.tscn in our list. Click on player.tscn and click on Open. This will add the player character to our world. Reposition the character as required. Make sure we do not lose any of our work. Let's go ahead and save what we have done as of now. Click on play on the top right corner and now we can see that the character comes up in the scene, but it does not play any animations. To make the character play an animation while starting, let's go back to the player scene. Navigate to the animation tab, select the idle animation. Now activate the autoplay on start button. Now let's play the game by clicking the play button on the top right. In this scene, you can see that the platypus plays the idle animation on startup. I hope this video was helpful. I will see you in another video.